go to this discrete time Fourier transform. Okay, so the difference is here it is t, there it is n, and some modification in some formula. That's it. So let's start the problem for today. So what's the problem given? Find the Fourier transform. So you have to find the Fourier transform. So first thing what we have to do, we have to understand the problem. So what it is given? Given is the time domain signal because it is x of t and it is continuous because it is t not n. So x of t is equal to t e power minus at. So you have to find the Fourier transform of the given signal. So what is the first step you have to follow? First step, we have to write the mathematical expression and then substitute in the formula and get the solution. So this is like a jackpot, module to you, this module 3 and module 4. If you remember the formulas and if you go on solving step by step, you will get easy marks here. Okay, so let's write the mathematical formula. So x of t is equal to t e power minus at for t greater than 0 because it is u of t, right? So it is defined for t greater than 0 only. Okay, then other wise it is 0. So all the other terms, if it is less than 0 or equal to less than 0, it is 0 only. So now let us calculate the Fourier transform of the given signal. So what's the Fourier transform of the signal x of t? Always remember to write the formula. Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of j omega, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. So this is the Fourier transform equation. Now what we have to do? We have to substitute this x of t. What is x of t? X of t is nothing but t e power minus at, which is defined for t greater than 0. So what happens to your limit? So let me write the formula integral. I will not substitute the limit. So what is your x of t? T e power minus at defined for t greater than 0. So from 0 to infinity e power minus j omega t dt. Now what is there? Just simplify this one and get the answer. So integral 0 to infinity t e power minus, I will take outside, a plus j omega into t dt. So let me solve it here only. I'll divide the board into two parts. Okay. So now you have this integral of 0 to infinity t e power minus a plus j omega t dt. So how can we solve this one? So integral of u into v. So if you remember the formula, integral of u into v, which is equal to u into integral of v minus integral of v du by dt. So we have to apply this one to this expression over here. So let me apply that one. So what we will get? So the first function is t into integral of v. So integral of e power minus a plus j omega into t divided by minus a plus j omega minus integral of v. So again e power minus a plus j omega into t divided by minus a plus j omega into differentiation of the second function. So with respect to t, it is 1. So what's the limit? It varies from 0 to infinity. Okay. So again, I have to simplify this integral term. So again, I have to write it once again. So t into e power minus a plus j omega into t divided by minus a plus j omega minus. Okay. So integration of denominator, it will be as it is because you are integrating with respect to t. So t term is not there. So it will be as it is. So only the numerator you have to integrate. What is the integration of numerator? E power minus a plus j omega t divided again by minus a plus j omega is already there. So it will be a plus j omega the whole square. So this limit varies from 0 to infinity. So substitute this limit. So what we will get? 0 minus 0 minus 0 plus 1 by a plus j omega the whole square. So you will finally end up answer as 1 by a plus j omega the whole square. So here they have only told us to find the Fourier transform, but they did not find us to tell the magnitude spectra or the phase spectra. So if you want to get the magnitude spectra and phase spectra of this, so what you do is you expand this one. So we have 1 plus a plus j omega the whole square. So let us expand in the terms of a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus b square. So j omega the whole square, then plus 2ab, 2aj omega. So this turns out to be 1 by a squared, j squared is minus 1, so it will be minus omega squared plus 2a j omega. So in order to get the magnitude spectra, so you can directly write as 1 by root of a squared minus omega the squared the whole square plus 2a omega the whole square, because the j term is here, so you can write here. So it is a plus jb. So 1 by root of a squared minus omega the whole square plus 2a omega the whole square. So this will be our magnitude. So if you plot the magnitude spectra, it will be same as that e power minus at which I have done. So for different values of omega, you have to plot omega, 0 and omega. So it will be, this will be 1 by a. So this you try by yourself for plotting for different values of omega. Then the phase. So the phase, how can you calculate the phase in during this type of problems? It is phase of numerator tan inverse of b by a, which is 0, minus tan inverse of denominator. So what is b here? 2a omega divided by a squared minus omega squared, because a plus jb form. Your b is 2a omega, a is a squared minus omega squared. So this is numerator, tan inverse of 0, angle is 0, minus tan inverse of denominator. So this will give us as minus tan inverse of 2a omega divided by a squared minus omega squared. So this is your angle. So this one also is the same thing. So like previously, if I have plotted for e power minus at, so this also follows the same curve for x of j omega. So this you have to try by yourself. Okay. So now let us see what I have done in this problem, so that we'll get a brief idea. So given the problem, x of t is equal to t e power minus at u of t. The first thing what we have to do, we have to write them mathematical expression. Then write them formula, Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of j omega integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. Then you have to substitute the value of x of t. So this is in the form of integral u into v form. Solve it and get the answer. So for this one, up till here, if you do is enough. So just that to get an idea, I have done the magnitude spectra and phase spectra. Okay. So similarly, I always give the homework problem for you. So today's homework problem for you is x of t is equal to e power minus at u of t minus k for a greater than 0. So let me simplify this one for you. So what will be the mathematical expression? E power minus at for t greater than k. So Fourier transform of x of t, which is equal to x of j omega, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. Okay. So now what is x of t? X of t is e power minus at defined for t greater than k. So your limits will become from k to infinity e power minus at e power minus j omega t dt. So how can you simplify this one? Integral k to infinity e power minus a plus j omega into t dt. So what is the integration of this one? E power minus a plus j omega t divided by minus a plus j omega. So this varies from k to infinity. So if you solve this, you have to get e power minus a plus j omega into k divided by a plus j omega. So I have already solved this. I gave it as a homework. It's okay. So there is only one step which you have to do here. Okay, simplify this integration, substitute the limit, you will get this answer. Okay. So again, what is the variation I have given in this homework problem for you? X of t is equal to e power minus at. U of instead of t plus k, here I have given from t minus k. So that's the difference. So solve it. Okay. So now another homework problem. Again, I have first problem what I have taken, x of t is equal to t e power minus at u of t. Here in the homework problem, instead of a I have given as 2. Okay. So it's the same procedure as the first problem and you can solve it. So now let me go to a different type of problem. So this is like a standard problem. So whenever they give the Fourier transform of a pulse signal, so this is some standard problem. So whenever somebody asks you randomly what is the Fourier transform of pulse signal, you should say sinc function. So what is this sinc function? You have learned in maths. Otherwise, go back and get to know about this sinc function. So how does it look? Your sinc function, it will be like this. I'll draw that for you. Okay. So here it takes the maxima and it goes like this. Okay. So it is like direct the question to you. So we will solve it step by step. But if anybody asks to you, what is the Fourier transform of a pulse? It is sinc function. Okay. So I'll give some brief idea about this sinc function. Don't worry about that. So let us solve this problem. Okay. So first thing what we have to do? First thing, we have to write them mathematical expression. So let us start. So x of t is equal to 1 for t lies between minus t to t. Okay, x of t is 1 here. It lies between minus t to t. And this is equal to 0 otherwise. So all the other points, it is equal to 0. So now what we have to do in order to get the Fourier transform of the signal, we have to apply the formula and get the answer. So Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of j omega, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. So now what is our limits? Limits is minus t to t. So your x of t is 1. Limit varies from minus t to t because it is defined only for minus t to t. If you take all the other cases, it is 0. So into e power minus j omega t dt. So what is the integral of e power minus j omega t? E power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega over the limits minus t to plus t. So let us, substitute and get the answer. So minus 1 by j omega, I will take it outside. So numerator, it will be minus j omega t minus e power plus j omega t, because minus here, minus into minus will become plus. So I will take this minus inside. So what we will get? E power plus j omega t minus e power minus j omega t divided by j omega. So the moment you saw this term, what should you express? So e power j theta minus e power minus j theta by 2j, so that you can express in terms of sign. So what you have to do? Multiply by 2 and divide by 2. So what I will do is, I'll multiply by 2 and I'll take w this side, so that it becomes e power j omega t minus e power minus j omega t divided by 2j. Okay. So let me take it to another page so that, we can solve there. Okay. So what we have got? 2 by omega into e power j omega t minus e power minus j omega t by 2j. So how can we express this one? So this is equal to 2 by omega into, this is sine of omega t. So let this be equation number 1. Okay. So now I told you we have to get our sinc function. So what is the sinc function? Sinc theta is equal to sine pi theta divided by pi theta. So we have to express, your equation 1 in terms of this pi theta by pi theta, so that we will get our sinc c function or sinc function. Okay. So how can we express? So we will rearrange the equation 1, rearranging equation 1, what we will get? So 2, I'll write it as it is. See what I'm doing here. Sine, I will multiply by pi and divide by pi. Okay. So this is balanced here. So denominator, what I will do? Have omega. I'll multiply by t, I'll divide by t and multiply by t here into pi divided by pi. Okay. So now it looks in terms of sine pi theta divided by pi theta. So now how can we simplify this one? 2 into t sinc c omega pi by pi. Okay. So this is your sinc function and this is your Fourier transform of your pulse. So now we want to get the magnitude spectra and the phase spectra. Phase spectra you can directly see and say, is there any J term? No. So your phase spectra is 0. You have only the magnitude spectra. So magnitude spectra, in order to plot that, you should know what is this sinc function. Okay. So let me, define sinc function to you. I know you have studied in mathematics. So again, I will refresh that for you. So what we have, x of omega we have as 2t sine c omega pi by pi. So now the above equation, I will define what is this sinc function. So at omega is equal to plus or minus pi by t plus or minus 2 pi by t and plus or minus 3 pi by t. So this function goes to 0. Okay. At this value of omega, it goes to 0. Then at omega is equal to 0, what values it takes, I will say to you. So this is same as how I have expressed this one. 2 by omega into sine omega t, I have expressed in terms of sinc function. Okay. To get the value at omega is equal to 0, it will take this infinity by, so 0. So if you at t is equal to 0, so take this one. So if you substitute, it will be sine 0 by 0. So it will be 0 by 0 form. Then what you have to apply to get the value at t is equal to 0? You have to apply L'Hospital rule. So I will apply L'Hospital rule to this one. Okay. So what you will get? So limit omega tends to 0, 2 by omega sine omega t. So you have to differentiate the numerator and denominator with respect to omega. So differentiation of numerator 2 will be as it is. Sine omega t is cos omega t into t, because you are differentiating with respect to omega, and differentiation of denominator of omega is 1. So at t is equal to 0, the value of the function will be 2 into t, because limit omega tends to 0, cos 0 is 1. So it will be 2 into t. Okay. So you can just plot the function, but to make you understand, so how do you get the value at t equal to 0 and other values, I have written this one. Okay. So you can directly go and draw the function. Okay. So let me draw the function for you. So how does it look? So your sinc function will be, 1 minute, let me draw it neatly. Okay, this is your y-axis. So this is your x-axis. Okay. So this is your x of omega, and this is your omega. So what did I tell you? At pi by t, 2 pi by t, and 3 pi by t, it takes the value of 0. So minus pi by t, minus 2 pi by t. All here it is 0. And at omega is equal to 0, what's the value we got? We got it as 2t. So how can we draw this one? So it takes the structure like this. Okay. So you go and see about this sinc function, you will understand a bit more. For example, you can directly draw after getting that sinc function, but to make you understand, I have done that. Okay. So what we have done in this problem? So given the problem, we have to find the Fourier transform of this signal. So what I have done? I have done the mathematical expression. I have written the Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of j omega, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt, and substitute the value of x of t within the limits. And what you have to do? You have to express in terms of sinc sin c or sinc function. Then I have expressed in terms of sinc function defining that. Then if you want, you can take this one, like how did you get the values at t equal to 0 and different values of omega. If it confuses you, you can directly plot this sinc function. Okay. So this is how you solve this one. So yeah. So now we have finished one problem. We'll go to another problem. So now what is the question given? For the signal shown below, find the Fourier transform. What is the first thing we have to do? First, we have to write the mathematical expression. So let me write the mathematical expression to you. So x of t is equal to 1 defined from minus 2 comma 0, and x of t is equal to minus 1 defined from 0 comma 2. So now again, Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of j omega, which is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. So now we will substitute it. So your integral from minus 2 to 0, what is the value of x of t? It is 1. E power minus j omega t dt plus integral from 0 to 2, What's the value of x of t? It's minus 1 e power minus j omega t dt. Then what we have to do? We have to integrate. So e power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega. So it varies from minus 2 to 0. Okay. Then minus 1 I will take outside, e power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega. It varies from 0 to 2. Then integration, it's for you to do. So do the integration, substitute the limits. So otherwise it will be boring if I do keep on solving those things. So you should land up in an answer as 2 into cos 2 omega minus 1 divided by j omega. Okay. So always Fourier transform, it's easy. Okay. Just you have to see the problem, understand what is the question given, and write accordingly. So there will be some problems in the exams. They'll ask you to solve Fourier transform using properties. Okay. So first understand the question. So when they ask solve using properties, you can't use this formula and solve. I have explained you the properties. Based on that properties, we have to solve that. Okay. So those type of problems we will see, in the upcoming classes. So yeah, let me go to another problem for today. So yeah. Okay. So let us do this problem step by step. Okay. Again, what is the first step you have to do? First thing you have to write is, you have to write the mathematical expression. So what is the mathematical expression? X of t is equal to 1 for t varies between minus 1 to 0, and x of t is equal to 2 for t varies between 0 to 1, and this is equal to minus 1 for t varies between 1 to 3 is equal to 0 otherwise. So your half the work is done when you write the mathematical expression. Then write the expression and get to the answer. So x of j omega, which is equal to Fourier transform of x of t, is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. So let's substitute the x of t and the limits. So x of t is equal to 1 from limits minus 1 to 0 e power minus j omega t plus integral 0 to 1 x of t is 2 e power minus j omega t plus integral 1 to 3 x of t is minus 1 e power minus j omega t. Always write this dt. I forgot that. Sorry for that. Okay. Then solve it. What is integral of e power minus j omega t? E power minus j omega t by minus j omega. The limits changes from minus 1 to 0. Then 2 into e power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega. The limit changes from 0 to 1. And finally, minus 1 e power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega, limits from 1 to 3. Then it's your thing to solve this one. Okay. Solve this one by substituting the limits. So this you can do that. Okay. Then we'll go to last problem for today. Okay. Then we will wind it up for today. So what's the question given here? Determine the time domain signal corresponding to the Fourier transform. So this is little bit like, new kind of problem to you because you have not seen it, but this is easy. So what is the question given here? First we have to understand. So they have given the frequency domain signal for you because it is j omega here. and then they are telling you to find them time domain signal. So what is your time domain signal? Time domain signal is x of t. So how can you, what is the formula for IFFT? So inverse Fourier transform or Fourier transform of x of j omega, which is equal to x of t, is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of j omega into e power plus j omega t into d omega. So this is your inverse Fourier transform. So now we have to get this x of t, substituting this x of j omega. So how can we solve this one? So substitute it. So 1 by 2 pi. So now e power minus 2 omega into u of omega. So this is defined for, so if you write the mathematical expression, x of j omega will be e power minus 2 omega for omega greater than or equal to 0. Otherwise it is equal to 0. So your limits 0 to infinity e power minus 2 omega e power minus j, sorry, plus j omega t d omega. So how can we simplify this again? 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to infinity e power minus, I will take outside, it will be 2 minus j t into omega d omega. So how can we, I can simplify it further. So I'll write it here. So 1 by 2 pi, this integration I will take e power minus 2 minus jt into omega divided by minus 2 minus jt over the limits 0 to infinity. So now I will take this outside. So 1 by 2 pi into minus 1 by 2 minus jt into, we'll substitute the limit, e power minus infinity minus e power 0. So again, how can we simplify this one? It will be 1 by 2 pi into 2 minus jt, because e power 0 is 1, minus 1 into minus 1, it will be plus 1. So this will be your answer, x of t. Okay. So like this, you have to solve a number of problems. So I can give you another homework problem for you to try. I think that will be better for you. So yeah. So this is a homework problem for you. You have to find the Fourier transform of x of t is equal to 1 plus cos pi t for modulo t is less than or equal to 1 and is equal to 0 for modulo 2 greater than 1. So how can you solve this problem? I'll just give you a hint. So given this one, what you have to do is you have to substitute in the formula integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt we have. Substitute that x of t is 1 plus cos pi t. So your t varies from minus 1 to 1. Express cos pi t in terms of e power j theta plus e power minus j theta by 2, and then you can solve this one. So I'll give you the hint here. So how can you go about this problem is, first express in terms of formula minus infinity to infinity x of t, you have e power minus j omega t into dt. So your limits now changes from minus 1 to 1. So your x of t is 1 plus cos pi t into e power minus j omega t dt. So again, how can you simplify this one? Integral minus 1 to 1, 1 e power minus j omega t dt plus integral minus 1 to 1 cos pi t e power minus j omega t dt. So now you can take the integral of this one. for this cos pi t, what you have to do is you have to express in terms of e power j pi t plus e power minus j pi t by 2. And you can solve this problem easily. So this is a homework problem for you. I have given the clue and you can solve this easily. Okay. So now let me, since another 2 minutes, I'll give another one problem and we can wrap it up for today. So another homework problem for you. Find the time domain signal for the given Fourier series. So find the time domain given the frequency domain or the Fourier transform. So x of j omega is equal to cos omega by 2 plus j sine omega by 2, and your omega lies, and your omega modulus of omega is less than pi is equal to 0 otherwise. So how do you want to solve? What is the procedure or steps you have to follow while solving the problem? So we have x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of j omega e power j omega t into d omega. Okay. Now they have given you x of omega and it varies from minus pi to pi because modulus of omega is less than pi here. So substitute that. So 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to plus pi. What you have here? Cos omega by 2 plus j sine omega by 2 into e power j omega t into d omega. So this one, how can you simplify? 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to pi e power j omega by 2. So e power j omega by 2 is equal to cos omega by 2 plus j sin omega by 2 into e power j omega t d omega. So now you can solve this easily. So you should get the answer as cos pi t divided by pi into t plus half. So this integration you have to solve. So up till here I have given the clue. Solve it, this integration. So this is your answer. Okay. So I have solved, wide variety of problems so that you'll not face difficulty during exams. Okay. So maximum I'll try to cover, wide variety of problems so that you can get a touch of it. So what I request you people is that daily, you have to write this one, maintain a separate book for signals and, update yourself, write the question in red ink, answer in blue ink, that